Girl, let's talk about it. Did you hear them talking about it? Oh my God, do you know this?
Oh my God, Shawty lovely and Nicole. Shawty lovely and Nicole on a roll. Lighting up the stream, the vibe is full. Shawty lovely and Nicole, let's go. Kicking down doors, we make some noise. Grown folks talk with truth and poise. Doing it big, turning up the flow. Shawty lovely and Nicole, you know. Oh yeah, it's Shawty lovely and Nicole. Oh yeah, it's Shawty lovely and Nicole. Everywhere. Shawty lovely and Nicole, oh yeah. Grown talk vibes, the moment is here.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, everybody. It's been so long.
Oh my gosh. Like we have not been on this show in a month. Was it a month?
Maybe a little over a month. Yeah. It feels longer than that, but
I ain't even gonna hold you to do it. It's like it's been forever.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
Juan, he's here. Hey,
Hi, Juan. How are you?
YouTube.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Everybody. It's been a minute.
Yes.
You know, it has.
Mm-hmm.
We are happy to be back on the block.
Yes, we are.
Probably. So what are we talking
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get right on to it, everybody. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So we are talking about power of the tongue today. Power of the tongue. All right. So let's get real. Your mouth has power, not just to talk, but to build, destroy, heal, or completely ruin something in seconds. One sentence can make somebody feel like they on top of the world or have them questioning everything about themselves. Tonight on Unfiltered at 5, we're asking, are you speaking life or low-key casting spells with your words? Because the truth is, some of y'all smiling in people's faces, but your tongue is doing damage behind the scenes. And let's not even get started on what you say to yourself when nobody's around. Oh yeah, it's about to get real on Unfiltered at 5 today, y'all. We about to get into it.
You know, I was looking at this topic and I was like, you hear about this and like when you go to church and you go to your meetings and stuff like that, you hear about people saying, when you say speak words or speak life, because people's words can be a lot of negative energy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You don't know how negative the energy really is that you're casting on somebody by saying something that is absolutely astronomical.
Right.
And we may do it not even realizing we doing it. You say like parents speak bad over their kids, like when their kids is growing up, and you might say, you so stupid, you ain't never gonna be nobody, you ain't never gonna be nothing, and how much volume that carries.
Yep.
That looks.
You say stuff and then people you say stuff like that to your children, scarring them, and then people start actually believing that stuff. Like, okay, like that's what I'm saying. You really have to be careful about what you say, even when you are angry. I mean, even when you're angry and you're just speaking out of anger,
Right.
You really have to be careful.
You can't go back and take it back. Once it's said, you can't go back and say, oh, I didn't mean it that way, because I always say, like, they say a drunk mind speaks a sober heart. Like, you hear that saying. It's old school saying, like, when you're drunk, you speak the things that are really through your mind or going through your head.
Yep.
And I do the same thing when you say stuff to people. I think when you're in anger and you talk to people and you just scream out, blurt out crazy stuff, I think that's the stuff you've really been wanting to say. You just say it and you use the anger as to why you said it.
Right. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's best to, when you're angry, everything, if I'm angry, everything, because I kind of used to be like, a little bit of a, when you get angry, it's like you said, you saying anything because you angry. You don't really mean what you say, but sometimes, sometimes it's best to go out, take a walk, calm down. And when you calm down, come back and talk to somebody, when you have calmed down and you're right frame of mind, and that way, you can talk rationally with somebody. But
a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people
people don't do that.
And then they go back and revisit. Like I say, it's just like when you're in situations or relationships and stuff like that, and then you might have a spat with the person you're with, and they might say something like, "You bitch, you stupid, you ain't," and then they come back later on and they want to apologize. And it doesn't. The tongue has already said it. That's what people don't understand. I always say, let your words be your best words, because you don't know if the thing you're gonna say is the worst thing you can say to somebody, and then you don't know the outcome of what that's gonna look like. Now, I have been guilty of that in my life, of saying it, and especially like in my younger days, and just learning and growing up, and just like learning the ins and outs of the things that I've done in my life. And I remember a time when I would cuss out somebody, or wish somebody to die. I remember saying to my own kid, "I never had you." You know what I'm saying? And I can imagine how that resonated in their head when I said it. Then when I'm taken aback and I'm like, but I didn't really mean to say that, but I've said it already. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's already said. I can't undo what I've done.
You can't undo what you've done. My girls are back in the saddle. Hallelujah. I miss you too, Shelly. You've been through a lot. The best is yet to come. God is still good anyhow. Amen to that. Hi.
All the time.
Yes.
But and we're glad to be back. It's been a minute. We're going to try to stay to the course. Life. I had life in y'all. Y'all know how this goes. This is like,
I was about to say.
But it's good. It feels good. Even getting on stage, trying to get all together. Y'all don't know what I had to go through to get here at 5 o'clock. But it's good. It's good. And we want to come back stronger, different energy, different vibes. We done been through stuff funny this last month. We get
yeah.
I tell you.
Well, I tell you what, I just would do anything to see the smile on your face and everything. And it's just, anything to see that smile on your face. Just glad to be back.
I've been through a storm, but I tell you, it's something. So it says, so one of the things is, have your words affected your life for better or for worse? Have the things that you've said bettered your life? Do you speak life over yourself?
Oh, I definitely try to speak life over myself, especially now. I've been through a lot in my life. I've been through a lot of bad and tough situations and everything. So I'm at a point in my life where I've got to have peace in my life. Anybody who doesn't bring peace in my life, anybody who comes with negative energy and negative words and everything just out your mouth is just negative all the time. You don't have any room here, because I got life is already stressful enough for us all. Like I said, everybody is going through it. Life is like the economy we in.
It's bad.
Jobs. It's hard. It's a lot. Like I said, life is hard enough. So every day I try to get up. Pray. Words of affirmation, I'm going to have a good day. We're going to have a good day. It's not easy. So, and you never, and the thing is, you never ever know what somebody is going through. That's what I'm saying. You got to watch what you say. It's like mental health is really an issue now. Like people in their mental health and stuff like that. You notice, you see, it's a lot. It's been a lot of,
boyfriends killing, the girlfriends
killing. It's been a lot of murders and everything. That's what I'm saying. So mental health is real.
Yeah, and it goes back to the Bible saying that we're in the last days. These are the last days, and you're going to see all kinds of things that we're seeing now. And it's just coming to pass. So if you pay attention, and we're saying it out loud, we're like, "Oh my God, did you see this man just killed his girlfriend over here? Oh my God, these kids are dead over here. Oh my goodness, this person survived over here." It's all this stuff. So you take that, and then you take people downsizing you with their words, the things they say, and then you carry it. We carry a lot of this stuff, not even realizing we're carrying it. So it's just like if I say, "I'm gonna pray for you," you'll hear people, they be like, "I'm gonna pray for you, girl," but this person don't really like you. So how you praying for me? What you praying about when you pray for me?
Right. praying more like you praying on my downfall, praying for me, praying on that.
That's the big, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, what are you praying? I've had people say that. I always tell people, don't pray for me, because sometimes when people pray for you, you don't know what their prayer process is. They could be saying, I hope this girl don't get up in the morning. I hope her life is hard, because you can't have a hateful heart and then say you praying for me. That's not,
Right.
it don't even go hand in glove.
It doesn't.
Like, at all. It's not even a mix. Juan said, words cut deep when someone talks down on someone once it's said, you can't take it back.
Absolutely. You can't.
That's something that you regret saying to somebody.
Right. I'm glad to see you. Both you guys' energy is powerful. Love you both dearly. Oh, love you, Valon. Thank you. Thank you.
Is the heart working today? Ain't working today.
I don't know. All right. Do you think people realize like how powerful their words actually are? Or do you feel like they just be talking?
I think people know. I think people know what they say hurts. You ever say something to someone and your conscience bother you?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the same thing. So if you said it, and then once you said it and you stopped and said, ooh, that was ugly. Ooh,
Right.
that didn't sound right. I think that's why, for me as a person, like, this whole process of changing my life and changing myself, it's a process. You see what I'm saying? Because of the things that I saw that I didn't want to be, or I didn't want to do, or I didn't want to fit in this bubble no more. And it was a bigger cleansing of saying, hey, I'm tired of this old stuff. I need to do this new stuff, and I didn't make it make sense. And it was a lot of that, like talking bad about people and just some of the things that I was finding myself coming out of character doing, that I had to look at me, because I don't want to start with the person. I'm going to start with me and say, wait a minute, I'm a reflection of what I want people to see. And if what people see, if what people are seeing is my energy is all over the place and I'm this horrible person, I have this horrible mouth, that's what I'm delivering.
Right.
So instead of delivering it, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do the opposite of that and what that looks like. And it's going to, because anytime you're doing good, Satan going to come in there and he got to say so too.
I was about to say
stuff. So he ain't going to just let you just be. He going to come in and shake you up a little bit. To
I'll shake you up.
You don't want to say sometimes.
And what about, I wanted to ask something about this. What about when we say stuff to people and you don't really think, you really don't know, like you said something to hurt that person's feelings until they have come to you and said, I don't like what you said. And, that really cut, because, I don't really think you was thinking too much when you said that. Like, how do we handle situations like that?
That could be something that I could be guilty of. Like, I might say something sometime, but I would hope, we had a thing like that. We can talk about it. We had a thing like that where you said, Shelly, sometimes you say stuff, it be so mean, or sometimes you say stuff and you don't think about how it sounds. And when you hear somebody saying that a lot, you have to, that's what I'm saying, you have to at some point stop and say, I really be saying stuff, am I really not listening? Am I not hearing what she's saying? Because sometimes you don't see it because it's you, right?
Right.
But it takes a person to come to you and say, I don't like what you said. That was messed up. And you did that. You was like, hey, let me talk. Leah held the ground, y'all. Let me talk, Shell. I got to say this. I want to get this off my heart. Whether you get it off your heart with me, give me the opportunity to correct it, then you go and talk to Jane Doe and say, she be doing too much. Or it could have went both ways. But because of the beauty of our friendship and our sisterhood, I think we have it where we'll say, hey, that didn't sound right to me, or that didn't, and like, for me to hurt somebody that I care about, it hurts me more to hurt the person. So,
absolutely, me too.
I'd rather say, I can fix this if you give me the opportunity to fix it. Now, if you don't never tell me and I don't never know what I've done, I'm not the kind of person that's going to sit around and toggle in my head what I've done to somebody. Because if I don't know, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you just don't know.
That's also unfair to that person, like, for you to not really say anything. And, if you heard and you holding on and harboring feelings and you don't never ever say, that's not fair for you to, to them. It's like, okay, you gotta definitely, you have to tell people, if you feel hurt by something someone has said, then you have to let them know. Hey, let them know.
No, we just walk around here looking crazy together. Are you mad? I don't know what you're mad for. You mad at me? I don't know why you're angry. And that takes that takes time from something else that you could be doing. You see what I'm saying? If I don't know, it's like husbands and wives being in the same house and being mad, and you don't know why he walking around throwing a biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you mad for? Let's talk about it. Let's communicate.
That's what I was about to say. And I we shouldn't have to guess. We shouldn't. Ain't nobody sitting around here. We're not mind readers, and like we shouldn't have to guess why you're upset or guess why you throwing things, and stuff like that.
That takes a lot out of somebody. Balon said, "Amen." Revelations. God said it will be days like this. Amen. Ladies, some you come to pray on you instead of pray indeed. So I guess you're saying some will come to pray on you instead of pray. Instead of not, that's what he's trying to say. That's what I believe.
Yeah, like pray on you instead of like
praying for you,
praying for you.
Playing the victim card without a cause, and that's it. And some people look for reasons to be mad. That's the other thing. Do. You know, some people will find a fault in you to be mad at you, and you could be something that you don't even mean the way that you're. You know, what I'm saying the tongue again. Like, like I said, I'm really big on monitoring what I say to people hurtful, because for me, I've always been a kind of person that when I hurt someone, I hurt more about that I hurt them.
Right. So me too. Absolutely.
If I know that, I'm like, okay, I can probably work on that. Or I can probably, my mom told me when she was living, she was like, God rest her soul. She was like, your mouth is terrible. Your mouth is horrible, Michelle. Do you know how you be sounding all the time on them curse words? I be hearing you in there going on. And I've been like doing really good with not cursing, but it's like reprogramming my mind not to say this, not to say that, not, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a reprogramming of myself.
Right.
You know, my 50-something years of my life, I've been slinging my mouth all kinds of ways and talking all kinds of trash to people and and now I'm like, okay, now I got to fix this word. I got to make this word sound better than the last word. This word is horrible. So I think we know when we do stuff. I think people know when you say, and that's bad. And if you don't have no conscience and you ain't got no heart, and you speak some stuff over people, there are people out here, that don't care.
I was about to say, I think people know it's like what you said. People know what they say, but then you got them people who just don't really care what they say to you, don't care how they make you feel, and stuff like that. I do feel like there are people out here that are like that, but like I said, like what you said, it hurts me to hurt someone because, especially like when my intention is to not hurt you, it's only to help you. But I do think that too, that some people don't like the truth though, too. Some people don't like being told the truth, because sometimes being someone's friend, you don't have to be ugly when you say it. You don't have to be nasty when you say things, but I do believe in telling people the truth as well.
Right.
Some people just don't like to hear the truth too. That'd be a thing too.
The deliverance of how you say, "Hey, Unc, hey, Tamika." No, that's Tamika. She got the silent treatment coming out. Y'all need to go to y'all need to be supporting.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all go out and catch this play. It's good. It's good. It's good.
We're proud of you. Go ahead on, Queen.
But that's that, and that's true what you just said. Some people you can't make people see what you want them to see. You can't. I'm saying people are going to be people because we're sinners and we live in an imperfect world. But at the same time, we could be mindful of the things that we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Accountability. Okay. Can words damage a relationship more than actions?
That's a good question. Yeah.
I think.
I'm gonna say yes on that one. Yeah, because it's like what you said. You really gotta like watch what you say because it's like once you say it, you can't unsay it.
Right.
So, depending on what you done said, depending on what you done said to me, and stuff like that, that make you think, oh, that's how you really feel about me. That make me that'll start to make you question, like, are you the person for me? Are we compatible? So I do think that words can definitely hurt sometimes more than actions and everything. Now, when it comes to actions definitely do speak louder than words sometimes. Will speak louder than words sometimes.
Somebody telling you could be in a relationship where somebody's telling you every day they love you, but their actions
but the actions don't show it.
I've learned to be the opposite of that. Now I don't care to have somebody tell me every day they love me. I don't care to have somebody every day to tell me that they like me all the time or that they miss me. I want to know, I want to feel that you miss me.
I want to feel it.
Presentation, when I pick up the phone, your deliverance should be that you miss me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I should feel it to some degree. Not this thing where I got to be guessing and swimming to figure out if you care, you missed me, or if you thought about me today.
Right.
Those things I say, like certain things, it's kind of like, okay.
Right.
Yeah, all right. You know, it's I think the words and the action kind of go hand in glove.
I think when you're
action.
I think when you're compatible with somebody and when you're in a relationship with someone, they should definitely be easy to read. Like you shouldn't be hard to read and everything. I shouldn't be having to figure out, okay, do you really like me, or are you really in love with me, or if I got to do all of that, then why are we together?
You hear that all the time. Do you care about me?
Right.
Do you care? Like, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be here.
I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be around.
Right.
Those things. Juan says, misery loves company. I get away from a person like that. I love a person from afar off to pray for the person and pray for myself of the things I can change. That is true.
That's true. Yes, definitely words can hurt a relationship or marriage. Absolutely, they can.
How many of you all watching have been in or are still in a relationship that you feel like that you've said some things that are damaging, and then what do you do to fix it when you've done the damage?
Right.
What do you do to, because a lot of times we start with people, we self-deflect. When something doesn't fit the bubble, we self-deflect and we reflect it back off the other person. We turn it around where you get confused and you be saying like, what just happened here? Like, I had a conversation yesterday and with someone that I know that's close to me, and the person told the other person that if I needed something, I wouldn't come to you. And the person that received it like, well, if you wouldn't come to me, who would you go to?
Who would you go to?
If I'm your significant other, who would you go to? If you don't have enough trust in me as a man or a person, who would you go to? But I had to try to, I had to understand it from both the perceptions, because I was trying like, what did you mean? Because if someone told me, if I was dating somebody and they said to me, if I needed something in life, you'd be my last resort. That's a powerful statement to say with a tongue, right? To a man,
it is,
or to a woman, to any kind of situation.
Right.
I wouldn't come to you because how would you receive that if somebody said that to you?
Yeah, if my partner said that to me, that would really cut deep. Like if you told me I'm the last person who you would come to, I'm supposed to be your significant, we're supposed to, you're supposed to be my best friend. I should be the first one you come to if you need anything and stuff like that. So for someone to say something like that to me, that's really hurtful. That's really hurtful. And that's what I would be looking at you like, like, what are we doing here? If you can't come to me, then if anything, who are you gonna go to? Yeah.
How relationships really fall apart.
Right. It's all about healthy. That's the thing. It's all about healthy communication. That's what a lot of people don't have. Like, it's all about healthy communication. When, I can't come to you and we have a conversation without you trying to like flip the script on me and or make me feel bad. Right. That's a problem. And that's what a lot of people lack nowadays. Healthy communication. It's just, it's not there anymore.
A lot of ending of relationships.
That's what I was about to say. The divorce rate is like through the roof. Like,
but then that's because you don't learn your partner. We in a hurry to get to the finish line that we don't learn the people that we with. And I always say, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch you show me who you are. Like I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna pay attention. When I'm quiet in a room and I'm sitting down, and I'm looking at how you handling.
I was about to say.
Or what you're doing to let me feel how I'm gonna feel when I'm with you.
Right. We forgetting that everybody want to just be so quick to jump and to get married and everything, but we're forgetting to do our homework.
Basic.
Our basic.
the basic stuff, and that's the big part. The basic stuff that should be easy.
Right.
I would say relationships shouldn't be so hard. It shouldn't
Right.
be. It shouldn't be like you're trying to force something together.
Right.
It's either it fits or it don't fit.
Or it don't fit.
Or it don't fit. If it don't fit, then leave it alone.
Leave it
Everything
alone.
is meant to be relation. Like it's not meant to be together. Every time you meet a man or meet a girl, it's not that you're supposed to be in a relationship with that person. Some things are just not compatible together. They're just not. So when you're sitting in stuff, and I've learned this just in my life of being to my age and the stuff that I've had to overcome and the obstacles that a lot of times when I look back now, I was trying to make it work, make it fit.
That was me.
I overlooked this thing that you said to me that you didn't mean to say it in a mean way, but you
making excuses for making all type of excuses. Right. So yeah, and that's definitely, I mean, I definitely had to learn the exact same thing. Like, yeah. And as you can see, that didn't work out.
Right. That part, right?
Because it always gets worse before it gets better. He says, Shelly, I just got out of a relationship. She was a narcissist. She would judge me constantly, and she accused me of women that I wasn't with. She thought I was talking to you, Shelly. Remember?
Oh, the lady. Oh, you're not with her anymore. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was the cause of the conflict. But everybody be mad about me on the social media. I'm dating the pastor's wives, the pastor's husbands. I got called out my name the other day from posting a video about Usher that I was joking.
Oh Lord.
I mean, I was ungodly.
Speaking of that, I was about to go, girl. Don't get me started on Usher. Don't get me started on Usher and Chris Brown.
Well, I got my tickets already. I'm in the club seats, baby.
Well, good for you. Good for you. I couldn't get my. I was about to say, $1,500 or $1,800 on one ticket.
That's why you need to do an ad like I did.
Do a what?
You see, that's what got the lady mad. I was online. I said, everybody, I'm really having a hard time. I'm trying to decide whether I should feed my kids or I should go to the concert or don't pay my rent. I just need somebody to help us. That's what I said. I'm going to have to sell myself on social media. And this lady went ballistic on me. She was like, you're ungodly, unclean. I mean, she called me every name under the son of God.
Oh, but you got it on the 21st, the first day of the sale.
Yeah. Okay. But people will be so quick to judge and that's why I said, you said your words to me. Now, this is a lady that I've helped in life. So I'm ungodly because I'm saying I want to go see Usher. Like I was confused. So I didn't even try to entertain it. But that's what I'm saying as far as like letting things go. You can't take, that's the words. When you speak them words, you're telling me I'm ungodly. You can't come back and apologize. I will forget and I will move on, but you can't come back from that because that's how you feel about me. You really feel like I'm ungodly. So since you feel that way, I want you to keep that.
Right.
I want you to keep that energy. I don't want you to fix it. I don't want you to, try to fix that. Leave that just how you live. He said, if I don't fit,
force it, let it go, live another day.
I can't. I'm too old for it, y'all. I feel like I've been to the rodeo. Okay, so accountability. It says, I didn't mean it enough after something hurtful was said.
Is accountability enough?
If someone says, I didn't mean it after they said something, is that enough for you after they've hurt you?
I don't know, because it really depends on what you said and everything. It depends on what you said to me.
Because some people say right after they say it, they're like, I ain't mean it like that though.
They do. Like it's so people be so quick to say something and then turn around, oh, I didn't mean it, or apologize, or hurry up and try to apologize, and it's like, but did you really? Do you really mean that apology, or did you have you? It makes me think. Have you really been? How long have you been feeling this way? That was going through my mind and stuff like that. But there are some people who just slip up and How
you slip up and say something like "you stupid" or
I don't think though. I don't think stuff like that.
So something hurtful. They might say something to you hurtful, and then they turn around and say, like, say you arguing with your boyfriend, and he'd be like, your monkey behind. I don't even like you like that. I wish you just get out my face and get on. and then he come back 20 minutes later and say, I ain't really mean that like that.
That's a little different. You telling me, oh, I don't really like you like that. And that's what I said, because you can argue with people and you can be mad. You can be arguing and be mad and stuff like that. But it's like, certain stuff, it's like, you don't cross the line.
Right.
You don't cross the line. So it's like, okay, that right there is like, okay, you don't really like me, then no, why are you with me?
Why are you with me?
Like,
what are we doing here? Are we just looking at each other? What are we doing? Because it's people that are in relationships that don't like each other at all. COVID proved that. When COVID came out, look how many divorces happened during COVID. It was people that didn't even know their wives or husbands, and now they were stuck in a place where they had to reside together, and the divorce rate went right off the roof because nobody knew who nobody was. You found out during COVID which marriages was really strong, which people really spend time with their significant others, and then the ones that don't.
Right.
We found out. It was like, oh, okay. Oh, all right.
Right.
It was a lot of households that was torn apart because people don't know people. They just don't. Let's see. Speaking life into others. When was the last time someone's words uplifted you?
The last time someone's words uplifted me. That's a good question. My best friend words uplifted me recently. Yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes I find myself doing the uplifting, but when she tells me, I had a friend tell me, like I said, you're working hard, you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna be good, we gonna be good, stuff like that, just trying to daily uplift each other, help each other with life. So yeah, that's all what I can think of right now for me. I feel like I try to do a lot of uplifting, and where every time somebody's going
uplift one another. Like, my coach the other day, I was down a little bit. I was kind of grim, I was not having a good day, things was going on. And he was like, what you doing? Our coach, Carl, how he be doing. I was like, I'm laying here looking crazy. That's what I always say when I'm going through something. Like, I'm just laying here looking crazy. And he was like, what you mean? What you doing? I said, I'm just here, man. I'm tired. I'm just, this life is life in me, and I'm just not in a good way. And my headspace is and he was like, but you're amazing and you're wonderful. You're you. And I just remember being on the other end of the phone, and I'm just smiling like, okay, maybe I needed that little pat on my back. But that he felt that I needed that. You see what I'm saying? As a friend. And you have people that speak life into you, that really say you're good enough, and and this is great about you, and they'll point out the good things before starting with all the things that could be possibly wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you don't need to hear all that. Sometimes you need somebody to say you're great.
Absolutely. I do. I was telling my friend this the other day. I was like, we was talking literally yesterday. My best friend, we was talking in the room. We was like, we always trying to do all this for other people. We're always trying to uplift people. Always, I told her, I said, you always doing this, that, and the third for other people and cooking for other people and da. I was like, well, how come nobody ever turn around and do it for you? I said, I was like, why? I was like, what's up with that? What's up with, I was like, we always trying to do this with people. We always trying to do that for people, but then it's never reciprocated.
It's never reciprocated. It's that you just don't get it back. And, it's just like being in a relationship and you never uplift your person. Like, when you're supposed to be able to feel when they down sometimes.
Right.
Whatever goofy that you're going to say that's going to make them laugh, because laughing is good for the soul, right? That's what they say, make me laugh or make me laugh. That's the other thing. People don't know how to make each other laugh no more. When's the last time you've been somewhere and you just laughed till you want to pee on yourself?
I don't even know.
Just laugh.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know about you, but I want somebody, I want somebody to come in my life, brighten my day, make me, even when I'm having a bad day at work or whatever, or going through it. I want somebody to come in my life and make me turn it around, make me smile and everything.
Wow.
Make me smile, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's why I said, like, I have no room. Like I said, life is hard enough. You don't got time for people
Right.
with negative energy. No, nothing is stressful enough. We all going through it. We all going through it. Trust me.
So you need somebody I always say, that was the one joy that I always got out of seeing my mom and dad,
Mhm,
because my dad used to make my mother crack up laughing all the time. And when my
mhm,
dad left, that was the one thing that I missed. But my dad
mhm,
always told me, when you pick your spouse,
mhm.
you're going to get that to that next step. You got to make sure he makes you laugh and you make him laugh, because everything else is bad outside of that. So you
Right.
got the world, the kids, and this and this. But when you can lay in your bed and just laugh about some dumb stuff,
Mhm.
and it's the little stupid stuff that you laughing about, and that makes you happy in that moment, that's when you know you got this love, right? That you got
Right.
this different type of bond, that I
Right.
can laugh with my partner, I can laugh with him on the phone, or
Absolutely.
he makes me feel incredible. You shouldn't have to walk in a room and people be able to dictate that you and your person is like this, versus when they see
Mm-mm.
you, they look like life.
Right.
Them people look like they happy. You see what
I
I'm
was
saying?
about to say,
Say that they be
I
like, they
want to
look.
be I want to be that couple of people look up to and say, "Hey, I want that type of relationship." They always laughing and happy and cheerful and give people some hope and everything. So
Mhm.
yeah, I want, yeah. It, like I
Absolutely.
said, you should be with somebody who brings you peace,
Peace.
happiness, fun, rest,
Right. Your best friend.
all those, be your best friend. You should be with
Best friend.
someone who brings you all those things. It's important.
And that's the problem. Valon said, I did today, Shelly. Lift you up. Hello,
Hello,
somebody.
somebody.
I love you, Shelly.
You
I love
did, you did.
He said, I am
My
mad. I
name,
tats,
Charisma,
tats,
is my
Christmas.
middle name.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. He's smooth, honey. He's a smooth talker. But you know what I'm saying? That's why I say words matter. Words
Mhm,
matter to every degree, and people don't realize
mhm.
how much the words really matter. You
Right.
know, there is days like, it's just like my little Harper. Harper can come in a room with me and I could be having the worst day in the world.
Mhm.
She'll just come in there and she'll say, Mommy, I love you. Mommy, you're so beautiful. And then she'll like rub my face or rub my hair, and I'd be like, this little girl right here is the joy of my life. You know what I'm saying?
That's very sweet.
It's very sweet, and at every moment she's in there and she's touching me. She's like, Mommy, and I'm like, little girl, don't you got something else you want to go do? Go do something safe.
And kids, and even I think, kids are so smart. Nowadays they can definitely sense when something is wrong with you and when you're not happy, or like I said, they can sense. That's what I said. These kids are very smart nowadays. So, they can sense. So I'm happy that, she can do that for you, put that smile back on your face and everything, and
Robert said,
uplift you.
happy, lovely Thursday, love.
Thursday love. Happy
Right.
Thursday.
But that's, what I'm saying? That's what you say when you say words. You want to speak life into people, not we have enough stuff in the world, in life, breaking us down. So at least make your circle to where you have people around you that
Mhm.
are wishing you positive, that are bringing
Absolutely.
some type of joy, some type of hope, happiness, whatever that looks like, to your
Right.
life. And if you have people around you that are constantly tearing into you and tearing
Mhm.
you apart, I don't care if it's brother, sister, boyfriend, cousin, whoever, and they're just constantly sucking the life out of you, it's time
Mhm.
to go.
It's time for them to go. That's it. From the time I met you, always make me laugh because I think you could really be a real comedian. Nicole has a sweet, pleasant spirit. Love you both. Love you too.
Well,
Thank you
I'm
so
not a
much.
comedian. I just like to laugh. I keep telling y'all that. I am the silliest person in person. I like
Yes,
to giggle. I can't
that's me too. I like to cut up. Like
a
I
really
love.
goofy person. I hate to say
Right.
it. I'm really goofy. Like, people like, she's so serious. No, I be
Yeah.
really in real life. I like
I
to.
do. I like, people think I'm so serious too, but I really do actually like to laugh and joke and be funny. And I really am that goofy type of girl,
Goofy
that
and
goofy type.
funny. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna laugh today.
Right. I will make you laugh, but honey, we gonna be laughing. Like I said, talking about people cut. I really do like to laugh and cut up. So yeah.
Okay, so silence versus speaking up.
Mhm.
When is it better to stay silent? When is it necessary to speak your truth, even if it's uncomfortable? This is what I was just talking about in the beginning of the show. And I said, when you hurt somebody's feelings, or you say something that might have took them out of here, and you don't know what it is, and they just go silent, and you're trying to figure out what the heaven hell just took place, and you're like, what is going on here? And you don't know what is that. So that's what it's saying. When is it necessary to speak your truth, even if it's uncomfortable?
I mean, you should always be able to feel comfortable with talking to either your friend or partner. You should always feel comfortable enough to come and tell that person how you feel.
But what if you don't?
What if you don't? Well, it's not good. It really is not good to really just hold, like I said earlier, it's not good to just be angry at someone and then not tell them why you're not to tell them why you're angry or you're upset or why you're hurt and everything. They need you if I really truly feel like, and it's hard, and I'm not gonna lie, it's hard because having it's never easy having an uncomfortable conversation, because you be afraid how somebody's going to react, or somebody's going to take it the wrong way, or when you try to come and try to have a conversation. So I realize it's uncomfortable, it's not easy, but sometimes some things, they need to be discussed,
right?
Otherwise if it's not discussed, then you guys are gonna
Do you think it's fair for someone to, let's say someone's mad at you, and you don't know why, and then they come back after a month and they're like, well, I was mad because how do you receive that kind of stuff?
That's the thing. Like I said, that's not fair. It's like not fair for you to like wait that long for you to come and say now, a month ago you said this and a third and everything, when you had multiple opportunities to come to me and tell me like, hey, like what you said, like, why are you waiting a whole month? And then on top, then it's like you letting all this time pass by. We've been good, been laughing, kicking out. All of a sudden, out of the blue, you want to come to me a month later and now talk like, oh, you said this to me. I'm like, so my thing is, why didn't you say something back then?
Right. I feel that. And I think that's when it comes to communication, and talk my hairs in my eye, where it comes to communication and talking to people. Belongs at all times. If you don't, it will eat away at you.
Right.
I've been there, done it and worked out for me. But you have to talk to people, because people, you can't, harboring hate or anger, it eats at you at some point. It really does. And then by the time it gets so far out, you don't know how to reel it back in.
Right.
You make it go so far and you've never said nothing. Months and months. I lost a friend like that. This girl just stopped talking to me out of the blue. Never. I still don't know what I've done. Never. When my mom died, she came and she saw me, but it was just a whole thing. And I still don't know what I ever did to the girl. I don't know. And guess what I didn't do? I didn't ask. And you know why I didn't? Because it's been 5 years. It's like, we're going to start there and say, well, what did I do 5 years ago? Now I got to remember 5 years. That's unfair to anyone. You see what I'm saying? Even if it was something that I said that may have hurt her feelings, you could have said it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But death brought us together. You see what I'm saying? Brought us back. We're like, okay, hey, how you doing? And it's cordial. But at the same time, it's like, I don't even know what I did.
Right.
I don't know what you mad. What you was mad for. You see,
I feel like I'm definitely in a situation like that now. It's like, I really felt you when I said, like, some people just really want a reason to be mad at you, or they just want a reason to be mad at you, or stuff like that, and like I said, that's unfair. If you're not going to tell me why you're upset, I don't like, I feel like at some point too, like, that's also very childish, If you're gonna not tell me why you're mad and you're gonna just be mad at me and I don't know why you're mad at me, then at that point, it's not on me. That's on you, not telling me why you're mad. That's what I'm saying. And then you don't wait like months later to then say, well, 5 months ago you did this and the third, because like I said, that's unfair at that point, especially like if you've been in my face and we've been kicking it and we've been talking and everything's been good between us and you just coming out the blue and the nonsense. So like I said, at some point that just becomes like now you're being childish and
So what do we do to get past it? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Because I think it's unfair for somebody to be mad for a long time and then want you to explain yourself after they've been mad for a long time. Because then you have to figure out what you're saying. It puts you where you have to restart something that passed. It's gone. Right. I can't do nothing with it no more because now I'm trying to figure out what I said at the moment. And I said it at that moment for a reason. You see what I'm saying? Like I think those are the unfair things in life. And I say speaking over people, saying things to people, saying what we mean, and stop taking out what you think qualifies for the conversation. Because you have people that'll pick your conversation apart. Well, said all this great stuff, but this one thing that you said, I'm gonna hold on to the one thing. I'm not gonna take collective conversation.
That's what a lot of people do, and that's what kills me about people. You'll barely have any arguments with your friend. Barely have any arguments. You can count on one hand how many times you done had a damn argument with someone, and they do one thing to make you mad, but over all the years and everything that you've been friends, you barely had any arguments. That's what I'm saying. We so quick to just, cut a friend, quick to cut a friend off, but then we'll forgive a boyfriend when they cheated. When they cheated, when they did you all wrong, you forgive them when they cheated on you, then gave you STDs and did this, all that. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's not cool. It's like, come on now.
It's just different. So you got a game for us. Game for the audience. This is when y'all engage.
Okay.
Y'all know my personality.
Come on, game time, baby.
Personality. And
I started the games, y'all. I started the games.
So I had to follow 1, 2, 1, 2 on it, y'all. So this is the game. It's called the Real Talk segment. Now, you have to finish my sentence, but you can't pause. Once you pause, you're disqualified. So audience that's paying attention to listening, when I say something, you have to give one word of what you think of me or Leah Nicole. Whichever one you know better. I'm always on here. Leah's always online on her page. So if you're watching from any of these pages, this is the segment where I'm gonna say a question. It's gonna be the same question, and then you have to give me one word of what that is. Does everybody understand what we're doing? Because I don't want to have to keep repeating myself.
Everybody in the audience.
Yeah, whoever's there watching. And if you come on later, just throw it out there because some people go and rewatch this stuff. And
I was about to say.
Highway. Okay, so Real Talk segment. Finish the sentence. You finish this sentence. I'm going to say it to you to start it.
I'm going to say it to me.
Ask the question, and you're going to ask me the same question, but you only get one word every time I say this to you. Okay. I am becoming someone who
I am becoming someone who is me.
Mm-hmm.
I am becoming someone who is peaceful.
Okay. I am becoming someone who is working on my inner me.
Okay.
Go ahead. You got to go until we stop.
I'm asking you. I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay.
I'm saying it to you and you're answering it back. So I'm saying I'm becoming someone who.
Okay. I am becoming someone who is loving herself.
Okay. I am becoming someone who is trying not to curse.
Okay. I am becoming someone who is not letting her not being so emotional.
I am becoming someone who is looking for my husband.
Yes. I am also becoming someone. Oh my God. I am becoming someone who is definitely on a path to looking for their husband.
I am becoming someone who wants people to see the good in me.
Okay. Yes, I am becoming someone who is I am becoming this is hard. I told you I am becoming someone who is motivating and uplifting people in her life.
I am becoming someone who on social media, I want you to see who I am as a person.
Yes. I am also someone who is becoming someone who wants you to see the real her, who I am as a person.
I am becoming someone who is trying to work on being a better mother.
I'm someone who is working on being a better daughter.
I am becoming someone who is working on being a better sister.
I am becoming someone who is oh Lord, I'm out. I guess I'm disqualified.
Yeah. When you got to think about it, when you're really sitting down and he said, I'm becoming a better man. Absolutely. Right. When you're really sitting down and you're speaking affirmations over yourself, you ever say, like, in my bathroom, when you go in my bathroom, it's a thing on the wall that says, I am beautiful, I am loved, I am blessed, I am me, I am whole, I am pure. Speaking it to yourself every day is hard. When you look in the mirror and you walk past yourself, you might look in the mirror and be getting together, and you never stop and say, I'm that girl. I'm great. I'm amazing, because we feel like we're doing something wrong when we're pouring life into ourselves. So now we're sitting here on this live and we're saying, these are the things I am becoming, but look how hard it is to find it. It should be something that flows off like any other thing off your tongue, because you're speaking it over who you are. So that was the game. That was like, just to life into each other. And this is what your day should start like. Your night should end. Got the shower and you're doing your teeth. You take a whole drill.
It's funny because I get up in the morning. I'm definitely speaking my affirmations. I'm definitely praying. I'm like, I'm gonna have a great day. I said, let me go on here. Let me motivate these people. Take this little morning picture. I want to brighten somebody's day, brighten somebody's week. Make somebody's day better. So I said, it's funny because in the morning, I'm definitely. Right? You put on a good little song, and you around
the house. I've learned when my mother passed away, I was offline for about a month. I didn't post any morning quotes. I had came out of the and people started hitting up my inbox. Shelly, there was no morning thought. Shelly, where you at? Shelly. And then I realized people be really looking for it. Now, when you look at my page and I see 4.9 thousand people or 49,000 people just clicked on the morning motivation of me saying, hey, my thought for today is, and this is the grind, and this is the hustle, because you never know what people need that moment of their life. And one thing that I might say out of that whole paragraph I might write might be something that resonates in your head that you needed that day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And same thing. I had to take a break from social media for like a month and everything. I was not posting any pictures anymore, morning quotes, any more motivation. Had some people definitely in my inbox say, hey, where you been? It's been a long time.
But you have to. Sometimes people, when you don't see us, you have to step, because social media, when you get to scrolling, you get to picking up everybody's life, everybody's problem, everybody's pain. Social media is full of pain. It's a bunch of pain. People dying, people killing wives and wives. Husband, people killing children, people blowing up people over here in other countries. When you scrolling, you're looking at everybody's pain.
That's what I'm saying. So that break is definitely needed, and that break is definitely. I didn't come back on social media till April. This month here, I was like, I needed a break because I was like, it's just too much going on, and then you already got your own problems in your own life that you're trying to deal with and stuff too. So you're trying to, keep your head on a swivel, and
you're dealing with everybody else's problems.
Right, you're dealing with everybody else's problems. That can be a lot. Hey, Maurice, how are you?
I said Marcus. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's so. And even now, what I do now, I don't scroll at night. I don't scroll on social media at night before I go to bed, because when I go to bed with people's problems, I don't sleep, because I take them to bed with me. The last thing I looked at is the last thing I'm thinking about. So now when I go to sleep with my Bible, I pick it up, I look at it, I put something on that's going to meditate my mind, that's going to keep me out of a dark space.
Right.
And especially with the obstacles that I have jumping in my way all the time. So it's like, I have to keep myself in a space that when I close my eyes, or the last person I talk to, if the last person I talk to, I'm arguing, I'm going to bed with animosity in my heart. I don't want to go to bed like that. I want to go to bed and say, you know what, Jehovah, I feel this way today, and I want to cry to you on your shoulder, and I want to sit here with you, and I want to talk to you. That's what I want to go to bed saying. I don't want to go to bed arguing with the dude and arguing with the kids and screaming at Nay or screaming at Dylan. I don't even let them get my space no more.
I was about to say, and you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, you got to, you got to speak life into people, and we need to practice doing that. Our kind, we got to learn how to love, how to be better people.
I was about to say, that's what I'm saying. Stop. It'd be us against us. I'm like, why we gotta be us against us? I'm like, it's like I said, it's already so much going on in the world. I'm like, we should definitely be talking kind to each other, uplifting one another and everything. But everybody is always, and I said that to somebody recently, I said, everybody is just always so angry and so mad and so quick to, want to be nasty and stuff like that. But that's what I'm saying. You really have to be careful about what you say and how you treat people, because like I said, mental health is real.
Yeah. And people are snapping. And people, first of all, we need as a people, stop playing with people's emotions, because people's emotions are real. If you don't have no good, and if your intentions are not good for somebody, just leave them alone. Please. You
never know when somebody is gonna reach their breaking point. You never know when somebody is gonna really just snap and go crazy. That's the thing. Like, you really gotta stop playing with people and emotions. Like, you cannot do that. It's not cool. It's not okay.
Right. And you don't have to be the last person to get the last word in. Sometimes it's okay to be quiet. Sometimes it's okay not to say nothing. Sometimes it's okay to just say, hey, before I say something that I regret and don't mean, I'm going to exit out for a minute, and I'm going to let this feud die down. I'm going to let this tension die, because you got to understand the devil is here, and he's present, and he's coming in to conquer, kill, and destroy. That is his past. That's what he's here to do. And if you allow him in your headspace, you keep him there.
Hello. What's up?
You see this smile, boy, you done front of my face, boy. You about to make my cheeks bust. I miss you so much. I can kiss you through the phone, kiss you through the screen, baby. I admit, that's one man I love right there.
I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that soul knoweth right well. Psalms 139:14, ladies, food for thought.
Absolutely. You gotta all these things that you don't, like I said, make your last word count, make your last word be the best word. We got to learn how to be better people to each other. And I mean us. I'm talking about us people, our skin. You got to be able to speak that into people. Don't worry about what somebody did to you. Worry about you, because the Bible say be forgiven. The Bible says move on. That don't mean you got to sit down and break bread with folks. That means move on. Move on, leave that where it's at, and heal your spirit, your heart, your purpose. And just once you've done that, you ain't got to worry about all that other stuff. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Make your last word be the best word, y'all. The best word. Jason, I gotta come see you, man. I gotta come give you a hug, man. I missed you a whole lot. And this one right here, this man right here done been through a storm, and look at him, he still be smiling all the time. Just be smiling.
And that is our hour today, y'all. Looking like we coming right up on the hour. I know it went by so quick.
It went by quick, but we only gonna be on Thursdays at 5, y'all, because we still got we working. I'm on site. I got to be in that traffic. Y'all know I be on traffic. I be talking when I'm on the highway.
I was about to say we probably if we can maybe come back on some more in the future. We're gonna talk about it because we're gonna have a lot of stuff and everything. I got a few ideas at my sleeve. I'm trying to run by her and everything. But we definitely enjoyed y'all. Thank you so much. Back on the first day of Unfiltered at 5 with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Yes, we definitely felt the love today from every last one of you all. Balon, Juan, Jason, all our day ones coming out to support us. We appreciate you all so much. But thank you so much, you guys, for tuning into Unfiltered at 5 with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Let's practice what we preach. Let's go hug on one another, love on one another, and everything. Let's watch what we say. Let's speak life and uplift each other. We don't have to be so quick to tear each other down and compete with one another and do all that crap, Come on. So we thank you so much. And remember to go follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Shelly Live, Unfiltered at 5, Leah Nicole, and yes, on all our social media platforms. But again, we love you all. Thank you so much.
Comment, share, and subscribe. Comment, share, and subscribe.
We love y'all. Bye.
We out of here.
Bye.
She trying to make that hard, y'all. She can't get it. She just be steady trying, y'all.
All right. Bye.
Girls, let's talk about it. Did you hear them talking about it? Oh my God, do you know this? Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Shelly Live and Leah Nicole on a roll. Lighting up the screen, the vibe is bold. Shelly Live and Leah Nicole, let's go. Kicking down doors, we make some noise. Grown folks talk with truth and voice. Doing it big, turning up the flow. Shelly Live and Leah Nicole, you know. Oh yeah, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Oh yeah, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Everywhere, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Oh yeah, grown talk vibes, the moment is here.
Thank you for tuning in.